Hi guys, welcome back to Kabiga's Movie Reviews. And today we're looking at Coming to America, the 2021 movie directed by Craig Brewer, which stars a returning cast of Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Shari Headley, James Earl Jones, and John Amos, with the new cast making up Jermaine Fowler, the fantastic Leslie Jones, and the brilliant Wesley Snipes, among others. It's 30 years since Prince Hakeem married the love of his life, Lisa McDowell, and his father, King Jafar Joffer, summons him to discuss the succession and the fact that he needs a son and heir, having only had daughters. It's at this point Prince Hakeem learns of a son he sired while in New York all those years ago, a son he's never met. Now, facing a new threat to the kingdom, Hakeem resolves to return to Queens and find the son and bring him back to Zamunda. Before I get into this review properly, I'd just like to address the fact that I've not posted a video in a while. The reason for that is because, well, I work a full-time job, which can be 5 and 6 days a week. This, for me, is a bit of a hobby, and I truly appreciate all your subscriptions and your likes and comments, and more videos will be coming. Just be patient with me, that's all I ask. Now back to the film. So, they have a returning cast, and the returning cast is brilliant. The fact that it's all the originals is really good. So if you've seen my other video, which reviews Coming to America, you'll see that Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall both play multiple characters. And those characters are back, baby. Yes, back with a vengeance. The only thing is that the jokes return as well, which is great from a nostalgia point of view. It's nice to see. This is a little spoiler here, so if you've not seen it and you want to avoid spoilers, click on out of here, go watch a film, and then come back. But the joke in the first film, where he gets his future wife-to-be to bark like a dog, is continued here. And it's nice, it gives you a little smile, gives you a little chuckle, but there's a lot of that goes on through this film. So while I don't want to spoil it for you, and I won't spoil it for you, it just feels a little old. It comes back to that, it's the new cast, but the same story. I mean, if we can get into the making of the film, the production value is great. Zamunda looks amazing, but they recreate the scenes where in the first film it's like the wedding dance, and there's even the singer there that appears in the first film. You'll know what I mean when you see it if you watch this movie, which I do recommend you do, but this film feels like there's nothing new. And it even references itself. There's a scene where they're discussing African movies versus American movies, and one character comments that, why do you think American movies are better? They're just full of superheroes and remakes and sequels that are for films that nobody wanted. Which kind of references this movie. Because while Coming to America is a classic 80s comedy, Coming to America is a sequel to that comedy 30 years later, set 30 years later, that nobody asked for, nobody necessarily wanted, but is really a joy to watch. Honestly, it's from a nostalgia point of view, it's great to revisit these characters again, but if you didn't, you wouldn't really suffer from it. It's not something you need to do. It's not like the latest Marvel movie which continues and pushes the story forward. This doesn't do that at all. And the very fact that Prince Hakeem has a son has to be retroactively changed. Because if you remember in the first film, he point blank refuses to go and sow his royal oats, which is what he's instructed to do. So, in a nutshell, this film is enjoyable, certainly watchable, really great to go back and see the barbershop, see all the characters again, but it's a bit middle of the road. You know, it's neither spectacular nor really rubbish. So for that, in my opinion, I'm going to give Coming to America a middle of the road score, 5 out of 10.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe to see all future content.